Hey guys, I want to share with you a little clean out on the Judson TNT unit. This is one that we have. This is an older model. I believe it's an '07 unit. The newer models coming into the blower, there's actually a box right here that comes up off of the recovery tank, and then the inlet comes straight in off of here instead of the 90. So that creates a little bit more, a little less air friction coming through a 90, but this one's different. So this has a little bit of something I want to share with you. You guys that have a Judson, you may want to check this out. We were having some restriction on our blower, and we weren't getting as much vacuum as compared to the newer unit that we have. So I called Les Jones with Judson Vacuum System and asked him if there was something maybe I should look at, and he kind of pointed me in this direction. So I wanted to do this and show you guys how easy it is, and so you can do it at home for yourself and increase some vacuum. So this is basically the inlet coming to your blower out of the waste tank, and what we want to do is we want to remove this 90, and then we want to remove this little rubber coupler that connects the two together. So what you'll need is you'll need a 13 millimeter wrench that's going to loosen this U-clamp here, and then you'll just need a flathead screwdriver to loosen up your hose clamps, and we're just going to kind of move them around a little bit. You may find that when you start loosening these hose clamps, especially if it's been on for several years, you may have to pry open the hose clamp, or the hose that's on the blower inlet, and then this 90 as well. So just loosen them up and slide them off, and then if it's been on a little while, you're going to have to take your little screwdriver and just kind of pry it loose until it moves around. So just kind of stick that in there and loosen it up a little bit until you can get some movement on it. And then you can get it to kind of spin, and you can either spin it back towards the, actually you probably want to spin it towards that 90. You'll have more room, and once you spin it, you'll see the gap come between the blower and the 90. And then you want to come take your 13 millimeter wrench and loosen the this U-clamp down here. I've loosened it up to kind of make it a little faster, and then just let that drop down. See, it just drops right off, and then you're left with this little coupler right here. Now what I found, that again, if it's been on a little while, it's probably dried in this area, so you may have to kind of budge it. So I just kind of have a rubber mallet and just to kind of knock it loose a little bit, and then you'll just kind of work it back and forth, and then it comes off. And so this is your little 90. So, and then you're going to have access to this little coupler here, and inside this coupler there are some little small cross member bars that keep the debris from getting up in and sucked into your blower. It just kind of catches it. Well, what was happening to mine, and I'll try to post a video on this to show you that mine was basically almost completely covered with lint and debris just over the years. We bought this unit used, and maybe the previous owner didn't use an inline filter. We used one. We used the RC99, and I feel like it does a good job. But you always want to run an inline filter to help keep the inside of your waste tank clean from any of that carpet debris as you can. So anyhow, that debris was getting crossed on the cross members, and so basically all you want to do is just take your screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, or even this wrench, and just start cleaning out around those little cross members that block it from coming into this blower intake out of your waste tank, and clean it out really good. So what was happening to mine just had like maybe 4 or 5 little holes, and you'll see in the picture to where it was just completely blocked, and it restricted all of my flow. So once you get that cleaned up, then you just go back and put it back together. I sort of put a little bit of lubricant down here to help it, so I can slide it all back together really easy. But this is a really quick clean out that you can do, and at least it's something you want to check. Maybe you can check it every year, if not every year, every other year, but I think I'm going to start doing this every year. And then so once we get this 90 on, and line up this tube with your blower and bring it on here, then you can bring your hose clamps back, tighten them up, and you'll be good to go. So this is something you want to check out. I'm not sure if I've never heard about it or heard anyone mention it online, so I wanted to share it to make sure anybody who had a Judson of this model knew to check this out. And I kind of wanted to show you how to do it, just to let you know how easy it is and how quick it is. I mean, we're talking about a 15-minute clean out that could potentially bring you some increased lift and vacuum on your truck mount. So anyhow, I hope you guys find this helpful, and take care. Keep up on those TMs, man. They're money makers. See ya.